Man, these 2 years that I done had with Auburn so far has been a grind. And last year, I was finally able to have that #1 spot and really show off what I can do as the HB1. But I just feel like with how the season went for us and just the fact that also we couldn't even win in the Cheez-It Bowl, I don't know where we're going to go. And I only have really one more season left. Most running backs don't play for 4 years. And so because of that, I've been in my head a lot about if I want to stay with Auburn for my last season. So I end up asking for advice from a lot of people because I feel like it's something I really need before making this huge decision in my college football career. And so, after asking for advice, I made a decision. It's time to transfer. But then that would bring me to the decision of which school to transfer to. Now I knew that I want to go to a big school. I want to go to a school that's going to give me a great chance at getting to that national championship. And so, after looking at all the offers I done got through going to the transfer portal, I was able to make my decision. And I feel like it was the best one I could have made. I've decided to transfer to USC. And man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I look real good in these colors, man. No cap. But man, just like looking at all the different opportunities I could have had, I just think this was the best one to have. My quarterback got upgraded receivers. We got some pretty good ones. And our offense is just good. I feel like we have a great opportunity of getting there. But I feel like a big part of this season is really going to depend on how we do in this first game. And in our first game, we're at home. So we got to show out for this home crowd. And me especially, I got to show them what they're getting into. They see me at Auburn, but they're going to have to see me here at USC. I got to go crazy for this home crowd. Now for our first game, we got Fresno State. And it's a little bit rainy out here, and coach told me, already let me know that we're going to have that ball handed off to me almost every single play, because you don't want the quarterback to be throwing bad balls just because of the rain. Now, he does trust the quarterback, but he trusts me just a little bit more, because after seeing my tape, he already know what I'm about. But this home crowd going to know what I'm about, especially after this huge run I end up breaking off. It's going to be a great season, especially for me. I'm finna go crazy. And man, when I tell y'all, like, my morale is through the roof right now, especially just knowing that when coach brought me onto this team, he let me know that this offense is going to run through me. So however I play, that's really going to be how this team goes. And so far in this game, y'all already seen, and y'all seeing right now how crazy I'm going. And I'm going to end up getting to the end zone for my second time here in the first half. Now, if it's something I didn't do at all in Auburn, really, was my receiving game. I've been working a lot on it. So here in this season, I'm going to be showing off what I can really do out there. I catch the ball a lot better. I run way better routes. Because especially when it gets to the NFL, you don't want a running back that is only good on the ground. You need a guy who's going to be able to get out there, catch the ball, run the routes, so that the offense could be as versatile as it possibly can be. I mean, a guy who's 6'4", 260 pounds, catching the ball out in the backfield is going to make it a lot more tough for the defense. Now, here on 2nd and 2, somehow they left that man Jalen Moss wide open for this easy touchdown, his first of the season. Now, even though Fresno State is staying in this game, if it's one thing, that boy Aiden Childs is really doing his thing. He's not doing too much. He's not trying to throw the ball deep down the field every single play or nothing. He's not throwing interceptions either, which is perfect, because all I need to do is keep on running this ball, and this game's going to be over. I'm getting into the end zone again. And man, just being able to come out here and ball as hard as I am right now at the home crowd for my first game, this is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. And man, Fresno State, they stayed in the game the whole time, but unfortunately just couldn't get it done at the end. We win this game 28-25. In a game where I only had 11 touches, but 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. And that was all on the ground. I had a couple of receptions with some receiving yards, but hey man, went crazy. Got player of the week on my first game. I'm excited for the rest of the season. But now, for our second game of the season, this is definitely going to be a tougher game. At least it should be more tough because we're playing against a ranked opponent, Washington. And they already played a couple games, haven't lost a game so far. So, clearly, they're starting the season off pretty hot. But we're going to have to calm that down and beat them real quick. Now, somehow, I'm already tired, but that don't mean nothing. We still putting this ball in my hands. Look at the blocks. Amazing block, and I'm picking up this first down easily. Coach took me out the game for the rest of that drive because I was a little exhausted, but good thing we ended up scoring a touchdown. Unfortunately, though, Washington is actually staying above us in this game. 14-7 right now, and we got to find a way to score on this drive. I ended up finding a way to get open here, trucking the guy, picking up the first down. We got 24 seconds left here at the 42-yard line. Wide open Jalen Moss. Great route, great pass, great catch. And so we end up settling for 3 points on that last drive. Knowing that we get the ball here in the second half, that was pretty good because now if we score a touchdown, we'll take the lead. Washington started locking up a little bit. It's 3rd and 2. We just about to get to the 50-yard line. QB Aiden Childs threw this ball down the field, hoping that man Jalen will be able to catch that ball. But unfortunately, that ball wasn't high enough and it went straight to the DB where he was able to swat the ball. But that same thing wouldn't happen here as we have a minute left and we need a big play to happen. Threw that ball down the field and that man Jalen Fowler, receiver 4, got up there and made a crazy play for us. And that play led to us scoring the touchdown to win the game. We go 2-0 and we end Washington's streak. And I definitely didn't have a game that I had last game, but hey man, we won the game and that's really all that matters. We got Ole Miss this week and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of surprised that they're not a ranked team right now, but all that matters to us is the fact that we keep on winning games as we have so far. And so far in this game, here on our first drive, been getting locked up. Luckily, that man Jalen Moss got open at the perfect time for Aiden to drop that dime. And now we're continuing this drive. And I'm taking this thing, breaking the tackle, picking up this first down, trucking the defender, and I'm not going down until I get out of bounds. It's actually crazy how much better I done progressed throughout my career here in college football. At first, I was just a big old running back that really just moved people. But now I can catch the ball. My ball carrying vision got a lot better, and I done got a lot faster and a lot more agile, so I could really run through the holes that I need to run through. And everything I done learned and got better at through my first 2 years at Auburn, it all is gonna count here at USC on a very much way better team with a lot more talent on it, especially at the quarterback position and receivers too. This year right here has to be the one where something happens. Either I win the Heisman or we win that national championship, because I'm gonna be honest, after this year, I'm going to the NFL. I just don't feel like as a running back, it makes sense to play 4 years, especially knowing that running backs have like the lowest or like the shortest career spans in the NFL. I want my career to be as long as it possibly can in the NFL. And maybe, now I'm thinking about it, maybe the play style that I have right now, I should start getting a little bit quicker, a little bit more agile, so I don't have to worry about running through defenders all the time. Because I know it puts a whole lot of wear and tear on my body. And I've been starting to feel that just a little bit, and I know I'm gonna feel it a lot as I get older. But now I'm worrying about winning, and I ain't worrying about all the extra stuff. The only thing I'm worrying about is throwing defenders to the ground, running through them, and getting touchdowns, getting as many yards as I possibly can. And here on 3rd and goal, when I thought I was gonna get a touchdown, that man head on to it. Aiden gets in there for a rushing tug. Now, man, through these first couple games, we looking pretty good. We're already 3-0, and we just need to continue this and keep on getting better throughout the season. And this time, this game, I end up bouncing back. 134 yards, 16 attempts, and a touchdown. We're starting off this season just how I expected us to, and now traveling to Indiana to hopefully continue our win streak, and it's looking like we will. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if I'm able to get blocks like this all game, it's going to be over. Because I'm going to feast. And if I'm playing great, everybody else gonna be playing good, because if they can't stop the run, the pass gonna be wide open. Because if y'all stack that box, we got receivers like Jalen Moss especially, who's gonna kill y'all DBs. But right now, this first quarter is all mine. I'm out here styling, hurdling over defenders. Can't stop me. They did end up stopping me a little bit though, and we're gonna get 3rd and 4, but got that first down. Like I said, that pass is wide open, and now on 2nd and goal, running there for the touchdown. And I'm already letting people know I'm going for that Heisman. And I'm gonna get it, because I'm gonna go crazy. And one of the main things I'm gonna have to do personally, if I want to be able to win that Heisman trophy, is go crazy, especially against the lower teams, the teams that aren't ranked, that are on our schedule. Because the ranked teams are gonna be the tougher ones. But even then, I still gotta do my thing against them too. And I will. Don't worry about that. Because y'all know how that boy Antoine Jacobs coming. Yo, when I tell y'all, if it's something I really love seeing about this team, is the fact that even when I don't have the ball, this connection between Aiden and Jalen Moss looks nice. Like, they have this connection. I'm pretty sure they played with each other last season, and I could tell. And they didn't have that bad of a year last year either. So just adding me to this team, it's gonna take us over the top. So far in this game, we're completely dominating Indiana. We're up 21-0, and we're looking to put some more points on the board before halftime. And we did. And Indiana ended up starting off with the ball in the second half, and only got 3 points out of it. I'm getting amazing blocks from the inside and especially from the exterior from my wide receivers. Them boys gave me a very easy run. I mean, too easy almost. And now down the field even further on 2nd and 6, I'm coming out the backfield to pick up this first down. It's 3rd and 12, but at this point, there's no point in trying to force anything. We're already up 24-3, so 3 points is all we really need out of this situation. But that boy Aiden ended up trying to dot to the end zone for a touchdown. It's incomplete, but it really didn't matter. We won this game 27-11. Great game. And it's crazy. I'm not even getting into the 20 attempt range, but I'm still putting up great games, 110 yards and 3 touchdowns on 15 attempts. So I'm doing my thing. We're going from Indiana and then traveling to Wisconsin for this week's game. And they're 4-1, so they're not having a bad season. And to start off our offensive drive, we was all the way backed up. But this crazy run I ended up having after hurdling somebody too, got us up out of there. And now we're just moving down the field and I'm just moving defenders with me. Eventually though, we tried to start passing the ball and they pass rush got all over Aiden. He couldn't find anywhere to throw the ball, ended up getting sacked 2 times, but me, I'm getting us up out of there again. And so now, continuing our drive, it's 3rd and 8, running that HB screen, and because of me, I'm picking up this first down, also thanks to my blockers. It's crazy, this drive is taking a lot longer than I thought it would have, but hey man, we got a minute left in the 2nd quarter, and here on 2nd and 1, I'm running this ball right up the middle, and I'm fighting for this touchdown. It's only 7-7 here in the 3rd quarter, and it's really because of how long our drive was initially, which is kind of crazy, but that's not even what really matters. At this point, we just gotta make sure we score a touchdown and they don't on their next drive. Because as soon as they slip up, that's when the game's over. Because us, we know we getting into the end zone. I'm diving in for another touchdown. Wisconsin is staying in it though. With under 3 minutes left in this game, we're running the ball, just trying to make sure we waste a lot of clock. And that boy Aiden is running the mess out of it. He's not trying to go down at all, picking up that big gain off that read option. And right now, the best thing we could do, the smartest thing we could possibly do right now is just keep on running the ball. Keep the ball on the ground. Make sure we waste all the time we possibly can. And with just 2 minutes left, that's what we're finna do. On 1st and 10, I'm running this ball, got amazing blocking. And it's best for me to go down. Luckily, I ended up getting tackled because I was not finna go down. Less than a minute left in 3rd and goal, diving into the end zone for my 3rd touchdown of the game. And at this point, just gotta hope that Wisconsin does not score with the time that they got, because we left them with a good amount of time. And nope, they were not able to score. Great defense, USC. Let's go. We stay undefeated. And once again, I get player of the game, 120 yards. I think this is my first 20 carry game and 3 touchdowns. There we go. We're taking on Penn State this week. But the worst thing about it is, we're taking on Penn State at their crib. And y'all know how hard it is to even just hear your quarterback trying to make some adjustments when you're at that crib. And our first drive, they locked us up. And it was really hard for us to really understand each other out here, but we just got to get used to it and we just got to fight through it, because we cannot do anything other than win this game. An amazing pass by Aiden and a great play by that man Jalen Fowler, picking up our first touchdown of the game to tie this game up. Defense was able to get a stop, so now we got the opportunity to go ahead and take the lead on Penn State at their crib. It's about 2 minutes left here in the first half, and we done made a pretty good drive getting about to the 50 right now. I made a crazy dive and grab to pick up this big first down, which is crazy out of me, especially like I told you, I've been working on my receiving a lot in the off season, and I done got a lot better at it, clearly. But now we done wasted the time all the way down to 15 seconds. I'm diving in for a touchdown. They don't have any time to get down the field. We played this perfectly. And actually, Penn State was a team that got the ball at halftime, but they just couldn't do anything with it. That wouldn't matter though, because Aiden would throw his first interception off this play. The ball would bounce off their head and fall right into the defense's hands. That's tough. Luckily though, they only got 3 points out of it. Aiden just got to make sure that don't happen again. Getting it to that man Jalen Moss off that nasty comeback route, left that cornerback in the dust. Unfortunately though, he could not get to the end zone. I guess he just wasn't fast enough. But now on 1st and goal, trying to run this ball to the outside. I got no block, but I still threw that dude to the side and almost got into the end zone. Can't believe I didn't, but that's fine though, because I'll get another chance here on 3rd and goal. And when it looked like somebody was there to stop me, I dove in there to the end zone for that touchdown. I'm getting mine. And after that, Penn State was out of it basically, because now it's the fourth quarter and we got the ball back and it's still 21-10. So all we gotta do is really get a field goal here, but we going for a touchdown. Ran the read option, got the first down, but there's a holding call and it's on Jalen Moss. And so now it's 3rd and 11. There's really no point of just trying to force this ball into somewhere that you don't need to, because of really getting 3 points is really all we need. But me, I'm gonna get the first down. Y'all know how I do. And now I gotta apologize to my teammates here on 3rd and 3. I got a little bit way too selfish. I thought I was open out here on the outside and I obviously wasn't. Caught that ball, got tackled, and we're settling for 3 points. At least that's what I thought we was gonna do. Field goal unit went out there and faked the field goal and scored the touchdown. So now it's 28-17 with a minute left and this game is over. We're really doing our thing right now. We're still undefeated and we're beating teams at their cribs, getting work done. And me, didn't get 100 yards this game, but hey, got 2 touchdowns and got player of the game. And now, finally, after a long road trip, we're finally back at home and we're taking on Maryland. And they're actually neutral right now. So it's our job to make them negative. And in our first game, finally being able to come back home to our home fans, ain't no way we losing this. Like when I tell y'all, us being able to have that just stretch of playing away, that was perfect for us. Because we know that it's going to be very tough and very difficult playing against the best teams in the nation when we're playing at their crib especially. Because, you know, it's good for exposure and everything like that. But now here in the second quarter, we actually haven't scored a touchdown yet. Crazy enough. They got a touchdown and we only got 3 points. But defense ended up getting a stop. It's 3rd and 9 now. And he just threw this ball down the field. I don't know what he thought was going to happen, but it's incomplete and they get the ball back. And so now we're just under 30 seconds left in the first half. This game is not going how we expected it would at all. Maryland's up 14-3. And we're just trying to get a field goal at this point, which we weren't even able to get, crazy enough. But luckily though, we got the ball starting off the second half. And we just got to make sure that we get into the end zone, because we don't and they score, it's not going to be looking good for us. And our fans, they not going to like that at all either. But if there's one thing I'm realizing is I'm still having a pretty good game. We just need Aiden to wake up a little bit. Make him throw some dots. Until then though, I'm just keep on running this ball, because it's working. And then as soon as they start stacking the box, that's when we put the ball in the air. In the red zone now, and it's 3rd and 5. I'm on a motion, and I'm running straight out to the outside like it's a flat route. Getting this touchdown, we score our first touchdown of the game. With the score being the way it is, we got to go for 2 points because of math. But we couldn't get it. We fell literally like inches short of getting it. But the defense started locking up. And it's 14-9, fourth quarter. I'm picking up this first down. You cannot tackle me with just one person. It gotta take multiple efforts to get me down. That's actually crazy. But we making our way down the field, and at this point, we really cannot settle for 3 points at all. We're down 14-9, so we gotta get into the end zone, especially with it only being 2 minutes left. It's 4th and 4 now though, so we gotta make sure we get this first down. I'm running the flat, basically again getting the first down. You know you gotta come to me every single time. And now at this point, just keep on running this ball. 2nd and 2, y'all know I'm picking up this first down. And now with only about a minute left in this game, if we get into the end zone, we're up in this game. And I have all belief in our defense to get the stop. So we end up getting to the end zone, and hopefully defense gets a stop, so we can win this game and continue our win streak. And they do. A very close one against Maryland at home, but luckily we're still able to get out of here with a W. In this game, 147 yards, 17 attempts, 2 touchdowns, not even counting the receiving I had. But now, with it being about halfway through the season, just looking at my stats, I mean, I'm not number 1 in yards, not number 1 in touchdowns. I'm 1 below number 1 in touchdowns. But if you look at how many yards I'm averaging a game, the amount of attempts that I have compared to everybody else, like my yards per carry is probably number 1. And so far, we're number 2 in the top 25 rankings. But you gotta keep on going crazy. We're gonna get to that natty. And I just love the fact that I'm being recognized. Even though I'm not number 1 in all the categories as a running back, they see that I don't have as many carries as the other ones do. And they see what I'm doing with what I got. Number 2 in the Heisman race so far. We're going crazy. But if I want to win it, I got to go even crazier. That's what I'm going to do. Now this week we're playing Rutgers at Rutgers, and surprisingly enough, they're actually ranked. But that doesn't matter to me at all, because I'm still going to do my thing. It don't matter if it's receiving wise, rushing wise. I got to do everything I possibly can do. We're past the halfway point of the season, or we're at the halfway point of the season, and I'm number 2 in the Heisman race. If I want to win that thing, I got to go crazy every single game. And this is going to have to be one of them where I do my thing. Because I know that there's nobody on that team that can actually hold me at all. I mean, it's not like any team has anybody to hold me, but especially not them. On 1st and 10, as much as I wanted the ball, that man Jalen Fowler was just too wide open on that outside. Aiden got him for that touchdown. And now we're up 10-0, and after looking at Rutgers' offense, it looks really sad. Our defense is just all over them. This dude couldn't even catch up to me. I'm not even that fast, but hey man, I might be against them. For the most part of this drive, I've been able to run pretty easily, but here on 3rd and 3, I couldn't go nowhere. That DT got me. Weren't able to score last drive, but got the stop, and we got a minute left here to score again before halftime. I came out the backfield to catch this ball, get this first down, fighting for extra yards. And I don't know what type of defense Rutgers is playing, but this time it's Deuce Robinson wide open in the seams for that touchdown. We are killing them boys right now. The way we doing these dudes right now, they might get knocked out of the top 25 rankings. Yeah, we are ranked top 3, number 2 right now, but the way we doing them, they still might get knocked out. They might have just got in. And I mean, I don't even think they came to play here, even at their crib. We're up 24-0. I'm running through the line, moving people out the way. They just didn't come to play at all. Got all to the goal line at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, run this ball right up the middle, diving into the end zone for another touchdown. And you would think that they would have scored by now. It's 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and we're up 31-0. I'm telling y'all, nobody's tackling me by themselves. I somehow turned that play into a first down. And yeah, I probably should be out the game, but coach wants me to stay in. He wants me to win this Heisman Trophy, so I'm still in the game, still racking up my yards. 3rd and 1, picking up this first down, fighting through. I want another touchdown, and what I want, I get. 1st and goal, run this ball right up the middle, some good blocking. I'm getting into the end zone for my touchdown. It was actually funny that some people thought that Rutgers was going to be that team to, end our win streak. We beat them 38-0. Insane. And this time I had 25 carries, 140 yards, and 3 touchdowns off of it. Great game. And I finally won another Player of the Week award. Finally. And now that we got past that trash team, we're going to a team that actually might have a chance to defeat us. It's Ohio State. They've already lost a couple games this season, but that doesn't mean anything because they're still OSU. And so far in our first drive, they got us on lock. Tried to run the running back screenplay, and I almost got to the first down, but got hit right before getting there. Fell 2 yards short of it. Our defense locked up too though, so it's still 0-0. Hand this ball off to me, and I'm picking up this huge gain. Too bad I'm not fast enough to turn that into a touchdown though, but still got the big gain. And because of that last run, we're gonna keep this ball on the ground. Got some pretty decent blocks. I hit the right hole, and I'm getting this first down, fighting for that. And on 1st and goal, I had to get a little bit skinny to get through this hole, but I got through there and got my touchdown. And well, OSU ended up scoring 2, tying the game back up. But now with less than 3 minutes left, the best thing that we could possibly do is try to score, but with as least time left on the clock as possible. With less than 2 minutes left, we're still driving our way down the field. We got a minute and a half, I'm running this ball, and if I have the lane for the touchdown, I gotta take it. As much as I don't want to because I want to burn out the clock, I'm gonna have to. But that's the least of my worries right now. Because this dude Aiden threw an interception in the red zone. And from the looks of it, that pass was clearly forced. There was no reason he should have threw that ball. And when we could have at least got 3 points to go into the second half with, now it's still a tied game. And OSU started off with the ball here in the second half. Luckily though, our defense got the stop out here. But trying to make our way down the field, we were actually all the way backed up, and I ended up getting us up out of there. But now it's 3rd and 11. OSU's playing amazing defense. Hit him in the backfield, incomplete pass. This OSU defense is definitely the best defense we done played all season. They've been locking us up. Me personally, I feel like I've been doing what I could possibly do, but like Aiden is having a very tough time back there trying to deliver dots. And it just feels like me and the receivers, we're not connecting with Aiden right now at all. Like, I don't know what OSU's doing differently than all the other teams that we played this season, but clearly it's getting to Aiden. He ended up throwing his 2nd interception of the game. He doesn't throw picks normally. Like, he's been playing great all season, but this game just wasn't good. But lucky for us though, this has been a very defensive game, so we still had another chance at it. We ain't got no timeouts and the time's going down. I don't know what Aiden was doing. He should have just tried to throw the ball up. You already got 2 interceptions, just throw it up, give us a chance. But he took the second, we lose the game. And like I said, for me, I was still having a pretty good game. 15 on 121 in the touchdown. I was doing what I could. That OSU defense was locking up though. Taking our first loss of the season versus OSU, especially with that being a home game as well, that's just terrible. And it's just the fact that I really thought that we'll be able to go throughout this whole season without losing a single game. But I guess you got to win some and lose some. I wasn't trying to lose none though. And so I guess we just got to take whatever we can learn from last game against OSU and bring it into this game against Oregon, because it's another very talented team that we're playing against, and we're at home again. We got to make sure that we do not lose at home again. We can't do that. Here on 1st and 10, I'm fighting for this, getting this first down almost, falling inches short. If there's one thing about me and something I've been showing my whole college career as I got time to be able to play, is that no matter if we win or lose, I be putting my whole body on the line. No cap. I mean, no matter what happens, I try to do as much as I can for my team so we can win, have the best chance at it. And so far, it looks like we got a pretty good chance to win here against Oregon. 1st and 10, I'm fighting for this touchdown. I'm going to almost get in there. I'm getting the 1st and goal. And I'm be honest, I'm a little frustrated because the 2 times that I done got us all the way to the red zone, to the goal line, coach took me out the game. We got 2 touchdowns that I feel like should have been mine. But I mean, I can't be too mad because we got them anyways. But it's just the fact that I got taken out the game 2 times when I don't think I was tired. Maybe I was and I just didn't feel it because of adrenaline, but I'm fighting for everything. I'm trying to get my touchdowns. I'm trying to get my stats. Y'all know I want that Heisman Award. But anyways, we're up 14-7. About 3 minutes left in this game, and it's 3rd and 8. He's giving it to me out here in the flats. I'm trucking that defender, picking up that 1st down. Now last game, that boy Aiden threw 2 picks in the red zone. Can't do that ever again here on 1st and goal. Finding that man Jalen Moss wide open for the touchdown. Oregon scored back. They got 2 timeouts and it's less than a minute and a half in this game. Just imagine if I was faster than I am. I would have been going for a touchdown, but they ended up getting me. We're burning all the clock right now. It's 2nd and 1. They have no more timeouts remaining. Picking up this 1st down, we're in the game. Somehow I'm getting tackled by 1 person. So now on 3rd and 13, run the ball again because there's really no point of trying to pass it. There's no time. They ain't got no timeouts. This game is over. And we win it 21-14. We had to get a bounce back. Can't lose 2 games in a row, especially not both at home. And just look at the stat line, 160 rushing yards, 21 attempts with no touchdowns. Because I keep getting taken out the game when it's time to score. Now, we're in the last 2 games of the regular season. And we got this UCLA rivalry. You know what I mean? A little California rivalry. But y'all already know we finna come into their crib and take over their spot. Y'all know how we get down. Especially because UCLA wanted me bad in that transfer portal. And because I didn't go there, a lot of players were just mouthing off, getting mad at me or whatever on the media. But that don't mean nothing to me. They mad because I went to their rivals. It's cool because we finna take this dub. 2nd quarter now, 7-0. On 1st and 10, throwing that ball deep down the field to that man Jalen Fowler, making that great catch to pick up the big play. And now putting this ball back on the ground, getting some amazing blocks from my line and my wide receivers on that right side, picking up this 1st down. And it's pretty clear to me and to everybody that UCLA cannot stop this run game at all. Look at the block and look at me getting that touchdown. We're actually out here in 5 out. Nobody was guarding me out here in the seams, and I ended up picking up this huge receiving gain. This is something you'll never see from me at Auburn. But now in the 2nd half, somehow we still only got 14 points. I ended up getting taken out of the game for the rest of that drive, and we did nothing with it. We didn't even get a field goal. I guess we got aggressive, tried to get a touchdown, couldn't do it. But it's fine though, because UCLA started off with the ball in the 2nd half, and we ended up stopping them. And now, in the 4th quarter, we're up 21-7. And we're just looking to extend it just a little bit longer or just burn as much clock as we possibly can. It's 3rd and 3. I'm on the slant. He's throwing it right to me on the cut. I'm taking a hit and still securing that ball. Like I said, I'm doing things I never do at Auburn. When in the world would I ever catch a pass, take a hit, and secure that catch? Never. And now, back to burning the clock running this ball. I'm picking up huge gains just every single time. And I ain't done with these beast mode runs. On 2nd and 7, this dude tried to tackle me, threw him to the ground, put him in the dirt, fighting for this 1st down. I'm getting it. But I ain't done. I'm still hungry, still starving. 1st and 10. Get out of my way, getting this 1st down. You get out my way too. And it took the 3rd person to take me out of bounds. And well, we end up settling for 3 points on that drive. We win this game 24-7, whooping on UCLA in this rivalry game. And in the game where I went crazy once again, as I always do, getting 177 yards on 22 attempts and 2 touchdowns. And you cannot forget about my receiving side too. And again, getting another Offensive Player of the Week award. It is now the final game, the last game of the regular season for us. And we got Notre Dame. And surprisingly enough, they're actually not having a good season at all. They're actually negative. They're 4-7, which is kind of crazy to me. I thought that by the time we got to them, they'll be one of the top schools in the nation, but they're not. But at the same time, we can't take this as them being a bad team, because still they have talent on their team. Their record could just be them having a pretty tough schedule. And so, can't take these dudes lightly. We done made our way all the way down the field, but they started playing some good defense as we got into the red zone. It's 3rd and 2 now. He tried to throw this ball out into the flats to me. I don't know why he did that, but it ended up being incomplete. Run this ball on 4th and 2, and I found my way to get that first down. Keeping this ball on the ground here on 1st and goal, and getting some pretty good blocks. I'm diving into the end zone for that touchdown, getting our first points of the game. Well, let's just say Notre Dame has been playing a pretty good game. I mean, an amazing game, especially defensively. We haven't been able to score the ball at all. It's the 4th quarter now, 2 minutes left, and we're trying to get our way to taking the lead back. We literally haven't been able to move the ball since the 1st quarter, since that one drive that y'all saw at the end of the 2nd, actually. But now, with 50 seconds left in the game, it's 2nd and 3. He ended up keeping the ball on his read option, getting into the end zone, and we take the lead back. Finally getting back into the end zone, finally having a good drive. There we go. But that'll be for nothing, because we left too much time on the clock. They had some timeouts, got down the field, scored a touchdown, took the lead back, and won the game. We lose our 2nd game of the season. In the game where I did all I could, 18 attempts, 182 rushing yards, and a touchdown. Like, what else could I possibly do? But even though we just lost our 2nd game of the season and the last game of the regular season, we still had an amazing regular season. And so, we're in the Big Ten Conference Championship versus Minnesota, a team who's actually having a pretty good season. The top 15 in the nation. And yeah, we gotta beat them though. I personally can't believe that we found a way to lose in our last game of the season versus Notre Dame. But then again, just like that loss against Ohio State, but you gotta, take that with a grain of salt, you feel me? Learn what we can from it and come into this game playing way better than we did. Because again, we lost that game at home. So both our losses came at home, which is actually pretty crazy because I feel like we played pretty well at home, but doesn't really matter now. We got to win this Big Ten championship game. No scoring from Minnesota on their drive. It's now the 2nd quarter with about 3 minutes left here. Running back screen play because they was locking us up. But running that got us the first down pretty easily. And again, they end up getting to 3rd down one more time, but hitting me on this slant route. Almost got it knocked out, and I'm breaking all these tackles to get into the end zone again. They finally scored now. It's the 2nd half now, 3rd quarter. We're up 14-7. I'm getting this ball out the backfield, picking up this huge game, fighting for more yards. Y'all know how I do. If it's one thing I'm for sure of, it's the fact that I'm going to have to do everything I can, rushing wise, receiving wise, every single little thing I can do for us to make a deep playoff push and get to that national championship. Because that's just what I got to do and what they was expecting me to do when I came to this school. I'm going to keep on doing it. And now at this point, with about only 2 minutes left in the game, it's basically over with. We're up 21-7, and they cannot stop my running game at all. My old line, they're blocking pretty well. I'm getting through that line pretty easily. I'm fighting for extra yards. My receivers even blocking pretty well. It's just too easy out here. Yeah, so there's no way they're going to win this game. And they didn't, of course. We win the Big Ten Conference Championship versus Minnesota. In the game where I had 126 rushing yards on 25 attempts and 3 touchdowns. You can't forget about the receiving side. I did some over there too. But now that the conference championship's out the way, it's finally time to find out what awards I won this season. And as y'all can see, after getting over 1,600 yards and 21 touchdowns on 231 carries, I won the Heisman, like I said. But you can't forget, I've been doing a lot receiving wise too. So those are my only stats. And so obviously, winning Heisman, I'm gonna win all these other awards too. But now, it's time to make this playoff push. It's my last season, and I got to end this off with a bang. I already got the Heisman like I said I would get, but now I need that national championship. And because we had such a good regular season, we ended up having a bye week first week. So we're taking on Texas A&M in our first round of the playoffs, and it's definitely not going to be an easy game. They're a team with pretty good defense and a good offense as well. So we're going to have to fight. It's going to be a dog fight. But just having me on this team, the biggest dog, it's going to give us the biggest advantage we could possibly have. Like I'm telling y'all, if our running game is like this the entire game, ain't no way we losing it. And now, finally making it to the red zone got me on a motion in the backfield. It threw off their entire defense, leaving Jalen Moss wide open. And he's fighting for that touchdown and getting in there. But Texas A&M scored right back. We got less than a minute left in this first half to pick up some type of points. It don't matter if we get a field goal or a touchdown. We got to make sure we score some points before halftime. We was having a pretty good drive, but as we got closer and closer, it started getting a lot harder. We're now about on the 25-yard line, and it's 3rd and 8 now. So this could be the last play that we do before kicking the field goal. But it's looking like we might not actually be able to, because Aiden ended up getting sacked pretty far behind the line. It could be too far away. And just as I thought, it was. So we're still down 10-7. It's 3rd and 7 now in the second half, and we still can't move the ball. Texas A&M to start turning up their defense. Getting that sack, getting the ball back, but not being able to score. This game has turned into a very defensive game, kind of as I thought it would. But this big play right here done changed the whole momentum of the game. Let's go. Especially because after that, Texas A&M could not get close to the end zone. They actually turned the ball over, and now with less than 2 minutes left in this game, we got the ball. And y'all know how we do. We gonna run the mess out of this ball, pick up the first down real quick, getting some good blocks. I'm fighting for this, and I'm getting it. We're running back, you know, out here fighting like that. Getting that big first down to basically win this game, because after that, they ain't got no timeouts remaining. And just for stat pat purposes, getting into the end zone. But man, what a game. We move on to the next round of the playoffs though, getting even closer to that national championship. And me, y'all already know, getting player of the game. It's now Rose Bowl time. USC versus Pittsburgh. The last step, the last game to get to the national championship. Like we're right there. We just got to whoop on these dudes. Now the first quarter has been a very defensive quarter. It's only 3-0. We haven't been able to move the ball yet. Finally, I was able to pick up this first down, but before this, I really couldn't move the ball at all. But now, we finally making our way down the field. Got about a minute left here in the first half, and really taking this clock down and being able to score at the end is going to be the best thing we could do, the smartest thing. And that's what we did after they took me out the game. We scored a touchdown. They didn't have enough time to get down the field at all. So now, getting the ball in the second half, we looking good. Especially because we done learned how to move on their defense. Whatever defense they playing, we got something for it. And I'm just running through them. It's now the fourth quarter. We done made our way all the way down the field. 2nd and goal, I'm running to the outside, trying to beat this defender to get into the end zone, but I'm not fast enough. He just barely tackled me before I got in there. And now on 3rd and goal, run this ball up the middle, and I'm diving into the end zone for the touchdown. And now we looking great. Less than 2 minutes left in this game. Pittsburgh can't move the ball, and we can now. 3rd and 3, picking up this first down, and this is an easy touchdown, another one. Going crazy. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this was a lot easier than I thought it would be. They made it all the way to the Rose Bowl game, right before the national championship. I ain't think we'll beat them like this, but hey man, don't gotta worry about them no more. We won the Rose Bowl. It's time to get to that natty. We need this. I need this, especially. Getting 127 yards on 19 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Let's bring this into the next game, though. Y'all, we're finally here. We finally done made it. USC versus Clemson in the national championship. This is going to be a good one. 2 teams that have been fighting all season to get to this moment. 2 teams that wanted more than everybody else. But this is the deciding moment about who wants it the most between these 2 teams. And we got to prove that we want it more. And we will. Clemson's first drive, scored a touchdown. Now it's our turn to match what they did. I'm trying to get this first down, I'm getting it, but that dude was all over my back. Now our game plan for this game is clearly get that ball to 27. Cause every time I touch that ball, I do something with it. Getting first downs at the first downs, but this time couldn't secure that catch to get the first down, unfortunately. Luckily though, defense got to stop. And now we done made our way down the field. It's 3rd and 6. I'm coming out the backfield, catching this ball, making up for what I did last time. I'm scoring this touchdown. And now somehow defense has found a way to get a turnover before half. We got 2 minutes remaining to get some more points. And y'all know we gonna do that, especially when I'm getting the ball every play. But they started stopping us a little bit. It's 3rd and 10 now. We need Aiden to throw a dot. And he did. And from where I was at, it looked like he caught it. But unfortunately, that foot was out of bounds. So this touchdown didn't count. Would have been crazy though. And so after having to settle for just 3 points last drive, Clemson scored a touchdown, which put them up. But this dude, Aiden, do not want to lose. Throwing that ball down the field and getting a big touchdown. Yo, this dude, Aiden, he came to play. And man, just look at the defense. Getting us the ball back with about 10 seconds left here in the first half. And Aiden almost made a crazy play. He just had to throw that a little bit higher to get to Jalen Fowler, but got intercepted. It's cool though, because there really no time, and I don't think we would have made that field goal anyway. Clemson started off with the ball first in the second half. Didn't do anything with it. Now it's our turn, and I'm fighting for this first down. Y'all see how I do. It's hard to get me down, especially when I'm fighting for something like this, like the national championship. I'm picking up every single first down I need. Making our way all the way to the 1 yard line, and it's 3rd and goal. I'm diving into the end zone for that touchdown. We extending this lead. And because of math, coach wanted to go for 2, which would have put us up by 2 touchdowns, but couldn't get it. He threw that dot, but bro dropped the ball when he took the hit. And this right here is exactly why we needed that 2-point conversion, because they scored a touchdown. Now they're only down by 5 points. Getting that 2 would have made it 7. But all we need to do is keep on picking up first downs, and this game's going to be over. They did start stopping us a little bit. 3rd and 5. But Jalen Fowler killing his man off of that release for the big touchdown. And this is basically game. And it is game, because they scored a touchdown, but with only a minute left and they got 1 timeout, ain't no way they coming back. And so we win the national championship. Like I said at the beginning of the year, coming to this school, there's some things I wanted to do. I wanted to win that national championship and the Heisman, and guess what? I did both. And like I said, I knew that we had the talent on this team to do it. We had a good quarterback, great receivers, and me. That's really all we needed. And as you already know, obviously, getting player of the game, leading my team through this whole entire season, getting to this national championship, doing what we need to do. And man, just being able to hold this trophy up, man, feels amazing. Gotta love this feeling. But like I said, as a running back, 3 seasons is like as much as I should do. 4th season wouldn't make sense, especially after winning the Heisman and the national championship. So that was my last game in my college football career. And I'm just so happy I was able to end off my college football career with a bang like that. And just look at the stats I ended up having. I almost had 2,000 rushing yards, but still got 25 touchdowns. And I did do some things receiving wise too. But as y'all can see, just look at my stats. From first year, barely got to play. Second year, got to play a good amount. And this season, did my thing, receiving wise. I was out there doing my thing, catching the ball, doing everything I possibly can do. But now, it's time to declare for the NFL draft. I did all I could do, and I feel like I had a pretty good career here in college football. Now, if there's one thing I could say, especially about this last season I had, is that without a doubt, one of the greatest seasons a running back has ever had in college football history. No cap.